Again on with another Sunday breakdown. What's good, all my people? Yes, it's a Sunday podcast, and we're gonna talk about some things here. Because we got so much things overwhelming us here in this earth. I have to actually pick out these things that most important to us, because it could be a lot of distraction involved in the world today with all these happenings, and we're getting in it and we're breaking it down. We have to stick to the important things to the masses. You understand? We have to stick to that and make sure we get that message through in the most important part of this world right here. So we're going to talk about this Alzheimer's. As you could see a woman on screen right there, they're talking about Alzheimer's and how you have to go through it in life. Basically, they're telling you it's basically no escape from it. We're going to get into this, and I'm going to show you some things how the world is. And remember, you can't escape this world unless you escape it literally by getting out of here. A lot of people won't get that. I won't side with me on that. But as long as you live in this side of the earth, these are the things you got to expect. Listen.
Chief Medical Correspondent Dr. John LaPook starts us off
You see the hand sign, people? Take a look at the hand sign, the pyramid, as they go start us off right there. Why they doing that? Because yes, it's the Illuminati trickery and the masses, Freemasonry.
Chief Medical
Don't
Correspondent Dr. John LaPook.
There it is. There the sign is, before they get on and talking about John Lapointe, a supposed doctor. Is a faker, a TV faker for the masses. And every time they want you to, be aware of these things that they put on you, they bring these sodomites. Pay attention.
Starts us off this morning with a look at new medical inroads in the prevention and treatment of Alzheimer's disease.
Yes, and look what they use for their logo. They have a ribbon and also the sun ray. You have one, the sun look like a star in it, and this one look like basically a burning sun. Pay attention to this as they tell you or describe some things that you're gonna go through in life. 100% they know, because it was placed upon the human being here in hell. Listen.
I just know that my brain's not right. And
your brain's not right. Listen to this, people.
And so I hate it. I just want it to be normal.
Wow.
Carrie Richardson is 44 years old.
And don't worry about it. 44 years old right there, and it going through these problems. And don't worry about it. A lot of people face that problem before they get to that age. Believe it or not. Listen.
41, she developed early onset Alzheimer's disease.
There you go, 41.
The condition is caused by rare genetic mutations that essentially guarantee a person will develop the disease.
Okay, so you see that right there, people. I guess they can find it in you early. Whatever gonna make you guarantee, they're gonna put you on a chart where you guarantee to have this problem, where your brain becomes soup. You can't think clearly no more. It's basically something to scramble your brain. And a lot of people will base it on the fact that, yes, you lost memories because it's so far away and you might not, in touch with that anymore. But you have to understand, when it comes to this Alzheimer's and dementia, you can remember far, far, long, long, long time. Sometimes you mix it up with the world today. So you have to understand the dementia and the Alzheimer's, how it work. So listen me, people, there's no way it's have something to do with supposedly you forgetting things because it's way back, or you get too old now, so your brain kind of leave those things behind. No, because you actually remember the older days or the longer days, the farer days, or the older times more vivid than the new times. Do you understand? So something could happen a couple of days ago and that person don't even remember, can't recall it, but is trying to get ready to go to work that they retired from 20 years ago. Do you understand what I'm saying here? So it's kind of like a mix-up brain type situation where the files is not in the right place, or your brain not equipped enough to locate these files. So it's kind of like a scanner like counter with papers. Do you understand what I'm saying here, people? For you to be organized in the brain, that's all taken away when it comes to Alzheimer's at an early age now. Listen.
You always know you can count on me.
Her mother, Mary Salter of Montgomery, Alabama, knows the toll of the disease all too well.
Okay, so she got it too?
I've lost 7 family members from the ages of 37 to 44.
Oh, there you go. Wow.
Including her son, Brian, who died last year.
And from what?
Remember the first time we came to WashU? Brian was with us. And
Mary, Carrie, and Carrie's daughter, Hannah, have been coming to the Washington University School of
Hold on
Medicine
here,
in
people.
St.
Hold on. Washington School of Medicine. Now, hold on here, people. Now, don't sleep on this that I'm going to tell you right here. You see those same machine that they put you in? Come on, man. Don't be dumb. Those same machine that they put the human beings in, like they don't even have a life. What is that right there? With all these magnets and radars and these things that you have in there, what the hell is that going to do to the human being body? I'm just saying, people, all these radiation that these things trigger off, all these lasers and these things that mess with your body. So I'm saying, people, these are a part of the problem. Remember, all of these things is man-made. I'm talking about the Alzheimer's and dementia and any other disease you might face in this earth. It was created by them with all that they give you surrounding your life with. So that's what give you these complications and sickness, no doubt it. But pay attention here.
Doing okay? Yep.
To participate in some of the world's first clinical trials in Alzheimer's
Wow.
prevention.
Okay.
It's the least I can-
Clinical trial, people, in Alzheimer's prevention. So these people supposedly gonna be a guinea pig right there trying to prevent the Alzheimer's. Pay attention to
Do
this.
to help.
Listen.
I feel like I couldn't live with myself if I didn't do it.
Black and white
Now
coding.
we have a chance to change the course of the disease in a way we've never been able to do before.
So you hear what he's saying, people? They now got the chance to change the course of the disease. Change the course. What that mean? Listen.
Dr. Randy Bateman leads international clinical trials at WashU Medicine.
Wow, this
Wash
is a
you
big
medicine.
operation here.
Wow.
One reason for Dr. Bateman's optimism?
They're
For the
laughing,
first
people.
time, there's
Listen.
finally success treating mild Alzheimer's with medication that removes amyloid
Wow.
plaques.
So hold
The
on here,
protein
people. Hold on. So there you go, people. That's the moral of it right there. They now come up with a medication to solve the problem before it gets to the problem. Do you understand? So they claim that early detection, they can start these medication regimen, and they claim that it will work. It will get these matters out your brain and allow you to think clear again. You believe it, people? Like I say, they have to pretend that they're helping you from this handicap that you have, these things that gonna happen to you in hell, and these people have to come to your rescue. Don't believe in it, people. It's called order out of chaos. That means whatever they're gonna bring to the table gonna be more harmful or be more harmful to you than what you're supposed to be facing at the
It's
time.
that buildup on the outside of nerve cells in the brain,
Why?
interfering with memory and thinking.
There you go,
These are all
people.
amyloid plaques.
Listen.
These
amyloid
drugs have
plaque.
been shown to slow cognitive
Wow.
decline.
The people who had the
Wow.
plaques removed
Unbelievable.
are 30% better than the people who
And of course, it's 30 right there on the money for Freemasonry.
didn't have the plaques removed.
But it does not reverse the dementia.
You see?
No.
Even at that stage.
It doesn't stop the dementia.
don't stop it.
Dementia still continues, but at a slower rate.
Wow.
So,
So the dementia continues. It won't stop it. It just make it on a slower rate. So I guess it will get to you or affect you to the max in a longer period of time when you take those medication. What a bullshit. You believe it, people? Like I said, they have to find a way to get you hooked on these medications. Remember one thing, side effect. Just keep that in mind. Chemical reaction. That's what they call side effect from those medications, because they're all deadly chemicals you're taking in your body, and the side effect is another sickness. So they can't get around that. So what gonna happen to you now when you get on those medication? What kind of side effect you're gonna have? What kind of reaction you're gonna have from that? Is it gonna be worse than your brain melting become soup? Let's pay attention.
the next question is, what would happen if you started the treatment even earlier?
Even
Maybe
earlier.
Yeah, that
Exactly.
people, yes,
That's
and
the-
that's what they're laughing about. That's what they're gonna laugh about. Yes, it's nice, people, that they can go and find it early, and then it's good. That's the only time it's gonna be good, because now they have to be digging in your body, searching for these things from a very early age, Forget the age that they tell you before. In the new world, it's way earlier than that. They used to tell you it's 50 years. You have to be before these things take you over. Try 25 now, after that. You hear what I say? Try 25. As you hear them talk about these people developing these things from in their early 30s. So you see what they're doing here, people? All of those is now attacking the human beings earlier than ever. That's what you need to take from it. Don't worry about them coming to your rescue. That's a hoax. Listen.
Whole point. If you look at the people who are treated in these trials, the people who are at the earlier stages,
the trials is fake with
the
people.
earlier stage you go, the better off they do. Some of them actually have been stable.
Some of them
and so
stable,
what this
yes.
suggests is that
You just have to mention some. Some is stable, but not all. The dementia continue to progress. If you take the medication, you're just going to progress it slow. Wow, you're just going to progress on a slower pace, people. That's it, but it's not going to stop you from having Alzheimer's. Listen.
Is critically important.
You got to
Within a particular family with early onset Alzheimer's,
you see?
symptoms usually start at about the same age. So researchers can figure out when to start treatment to try to prevent the disease.
So you hear what they're telling you, people? Basically, they can judge you off your family member. Family member have it already, and so now they can start digging in your ass at 30. At 30 years old, they can start looking for it. And remember, whatever these supposedly experts and doctors looking for, they will find it. Whatever you go there, have them digging you up for, they will at some point tell you they find it. That's why they have all these mammograms and all of these cancer screening. So they can claim to catch it early and stop it. But it's just the screening. The screening can get you there faster. Don't let them lie to you. The screening with all those apparatus that they're now putting you in, all this radiation and machinery that they're using on you, what you think that gonna do? Trigger off those cancer cells. Do you understand? Listen.
So this is a way to test the hypothesis that if you start treating people before they have symptoms, it'll make a difference.
Okay,
Absolutely.
you see that, and that's the problem. That's the problem right there. Start treating people before they have the symptoms. Why you think they bring in the concept of vaccine? Because they actually want to stick the peoples that healthy with that wicked chemical. Is the same thing they're telling you right there. You don't have to have any sign of Alzheimer's, but guess what? We can joke you with this or hit you with this medication so you won't have it later, or we slow down the process of you developing it. Do you understand that, people? So yes, that's the old plan in the new world. They want to infect people that healthy with these deadly chemicals. Tell them they're preventing a deadly disease to come. Listen.
Think of it this way. In these people, we have near 100% certainty they will get Alzheimer's disease dementia.
100% certainty.
And we know about when they're going to get it.
And they know about when they're gonna get it. I'm done right here, people. I'm gonna leave it right there. You hear what that person just tell you? They know 100% for sure that these people are gonna develop the Alzheimer's. No matter what, there's no way around it. So I already told you there's a price to pay to live in hell. Nobody can tell me shit. There is a price to pay in hell, and I strongly understand that this is hell right here we live in, and we actually paying the price to live here. Simple and plain, people. We live here, we want to be healthy, we want to be, ageless, all of these things, because it was placed upon us. All of that shit was placed upon us. So now we need the devil peoples that run this earth to basically keep you away from them. It's not gonna happen. That's what hell was built up on. Bam.
An active Chicago mother in her mid-40s, Danielle Hoig, was stunned.
Did you ever think that you were someone who could get lung cancer?
We're talking about lung cancer. Of course you didn't believe that you was one of them that could get the lung cancer. Okay, you never heard about hell? You never heard about what they got for you in hell? Okay, cancer is one of them. Okay, so you can never tell yourself that you feel like you're never gonna get it. How could you be that dumb? You're living here. Of course you're gonna have to deal with these things. pay attention here and listen. I already told you there's no escape these things unless you literally walk out of hell.
Never.
Early last year, this scan showing this white mass proved
white
her...
mass, and believe it or not, this is bullshit they're showing you right here for a supposedly photo of somebody's lungs. It's bullshit, but this is what they're gonna use to convince you. Listen and watch.
I thought, well, no way do I have lung cancer because I don't smoke.
Okay, you hear that, people? Because they don't smoke. Now, people just dumb in this world. You inhaling things. Remember what the lungs is the filter for your body. You're breathing air. Okay, the lungs filter that air to make sure it's proper before it get to you. Do you understand that or not? At least it's trying. Okay, so by you inhaling this world right here, just put it like that, by you inhaling this world, of course you can have lungs cancer, 100% in. Do you hear about those chemical release, chemical leak, plant burning, explosion? Oh, let's evacuate these people because of a train derail. All of these things, what you think happening there? Those are chemical. They're seeking out in the air. Chemical release happens almost every single day. Right there where you at. So you're playing around with this world. You don't need to smoke cigarettes or smoke anything else for you to have cancer in the lungs. That's the filter for the air that you breathe. So of course the bad air that you breathe in gonna affect it. It could be called lung cancer as well. Remember this, people, and of course they attach so many things to you that you're inhaling. Okay, so pay attention. You can blame it on anything you want, but I blame it on hell.
Delivering a second blow.
He said to me, it does look like cancer.
It does look like cancer.
Oh, by the way, you're not the first young female I've seen today that has lung cancer.
So he didn't know for sure it was lung cancer, but he letting her know that you're not the first we see with this age that coming in with lung cancer. Pay attention to this.
We spoke with from around the country say they're seeing more young women like Danielle with no history of tobacco use.
Yes, because you've been tricked. You've been 100% tricking this earth. That's what it is. For them to tell you that, listen, if you don't smoke, you will never have lung cancer. I guess that's what they want you to believe from day one. But now I guess it's too, it's too bold now to cover up, if you want to put it like that. It's too visible now to the people that they don't need to smoke for them to have lung cancer. Do you understand that? You breathe in this world, you're breathing every air that they have for you to breathe in this earth. You're breathing the oxygen, you're breathing the air. So yes, you're vulnerable for lung cancer. Do you understand? Because you're living in hell where all these things surround you to do just that. Listen.
Diagnosed with lung cancer. And a new study from Northwestern Medicine shows 65% of people diagnosed with lung cancer today don't qualify for regular screenings.
So you see, they don't qualify for regular screening. Why they don't qualify? Because the government people set it up that way. So now later, why did they do that? Please tell me, why did they do that? Because they want you to feel like it's only old people gonna have these things. That's why they put the number right there. So later on, they can come and alarm you that, look, younger and younger people keep having these things now. So guess what? We need to check you earlier. So we're going to move down the year that we have in place for you to do these screenings and check for these things. Times is now change. And you young not going to make no difference. You young don't mean you're healthy. That's the new world. You expire faster now. The youths go into puberty quicker now. Do you understand what I'm saying or not? You expire faster. That's the name of the game. Listen.
Have caught the disease sooner. That's because current screening guidelines only cover adults 50 to 80 years old who smoked the equivalent of a pack a day for 20 years.
Okay, so you see that right there? That's what they give you. Smoke a pack a day? So if you don't smoke a pack a day and you're not 50 to 80, that's what they told you from day one. You have to be smoking a pack a day, a pack of cigarette a day. I'm telling you right now, people, as long as you're living in this earth and breathing, the lung cancer is there. You want me to repeat it, people? It got nothing to do with no tobacco and cigarettes and these things. It's just you living here. Do you understand? The chemical that they feed you is in the air. The chemical that they use to do all of these things, they're spraying mosquitoes. They actually spraying you. They put chemtrail in the skies. They do all of these things. What do you think? Please tell me. They bring you this cold weather sometime and you're breathing it in. Then they bring you this hot time. What do you think, people? Just be real here. You breathing in that cold weather. You're living in a city where it's going close to single digit temperature degree. Then you're at a point where you're gone over 120, 115 degrees. Hot. So you're breathing those hot air. Next time you're breathing that cold air, none of it is good for your damn lungs. It can develop some kind of sickness in your damn body. And these people already know. So there they go, come joking in your side now, telling you about these things. You can't prevent it. No matter how young you start getting screening. As a matter of fact, you getting screened earlier. Just going to make you have the cancer earlier with all those radiation. Sometime I already told you. The seeds already planted in your body via vaccines and all of these things. Now the life that you live going to be the one to trigger it off. Do you understand what I'm saying? So with you doing these screens and screens everywhere and screens for this, screens for that, you're actually setting off the damn cancer. Move.
Japan is fighting a drug crisis it has never seen before.
Pay attention.
A new intoxicant.
Look at this right here, people. Now, you're going to soon see this right here in America. As a matter of fact, you're going to see it all over the world. This is how they do it right here. So they're introducing a new cigarette right there. It's alert now in Japan. Japan alerting the world about it. Pay attention to what it is.
Laced vape is surging in popularity and has become a new source of headache for the authorities there. It's called zombie cigarettes. The drug is so potent, it can reportedly shut down parts of your brain responsible for...
Okay, hold on here. So they call it zombie cigarette. But it's actually a vape. But hold on here, people. It can shut down part of your brain. Go back a little bit. Play.
And has become a new source of headache for the authorities there. It's called zombie cigarettes. The drug is so potent, it can reportedly shut down parts of your brain responsible for basic coordination.
Wow.
It could leave users collapsing on streets, twitching, unable to stand.
So you listen to me, people. So why would somebody want to take those drugs? I mean, this is a vape, as they call it, one of these little instruments that you see people puffing on in the street. But it's the dumbest thing they introduce to you, people. Remember, they show you cigarette. They have the warning on it that, yes, you're going to have lung cancer if you smoke it. And then they bring you vape. They bring in the vape. And everybody just whoop. Majority of them, and plus the new generation, this is what they on right here. All of them blowing this weird smoke from their nose and mouth. Vaping, people. This is the new way to kill off the masses. Remember, they scare you with the cigarette. They give it to you. They put the warning on it. And then they switch it up on you right there. So therefore, everybody leaning towards vaping, they don't get it. This is worse than cigarettes right here. This is a new way to kill off the masses. Now they're calling it zombie cigarettes. And the people is on it. Why it's frying their brain. Don't worry about Alzheimer's anymore. That's what it is exactly. The same Alzheimer's, the same dementia you get right there from smoking this shit. So you understand where the dementia come from. That's why I'm showing you this right here so you understand where those things come from. It actually come from them. They can show you, look, this can melt your brain. And then later on they say, look, we got this dementia problem. It's the same thing. They're the one who create these problems with whatever they give you to participate here in hell. Listen.
That's why it's called the zombie vape.
Wow, okay.
And Japan is sounding the alarm for the world because investigators say...
So where does it come from in Japan if it wasn't Listen, people, you're living in a controlled environment. You have to keep that in mind. Nothing get in the cage unless the people cage you throw it in. Nothing get in the cage unless the people that own you in that cage, that own the cage, throw that shit in there. So yeah, they mix up the pot. They throw that ingredients, people. So don't come tell us that the Japanese authorities is baffled and they're trying to get... They're the one who put it in the scene. They're the one who give it to them. That's why I told you about drugs. They're the one who's serving you up drugs. The people own you here. It's a trap environment, you know this. You're not free to do shit. Okay, so you understand that everything is the government people own you, give it to you. There's no way around it. Listen.
Crisis is no longer local. It is spreading through social media, encrypted apps, international smuggling network.
International smuggling network. That's bullshit. 100% bullshit. And by the way, they just show you America said they have the biggest boss ever in America with drugs. Biggest boss. And guess where the boss at? In America. They boss the drug in America, but they claim it's coming from another country, with Donald Trump supposedly blowing up boats as soon as they leave their country. They claim that they're coming to America with drugs. Donald Trump blow it up with a missile. How did that drug get to America, that big old shipment? I told you the words are stage, people. You just have to be smart. Nothing here is real. All fake with to maul us into this devil hurt. Listen.
From Okinawa all the way to Tokyo and now overseas suppliers, according to reports, the epicenter is Okinawa, where police have made at least 10 arrests.
Of course they go arrest people. Most of the arrested
are teenagers and people in their 20s. They are being arrested for possessing a powerful sedative. Usually,
the only people you're gonna arrest is the people that using it. That's it. You got to understand, that's all they're doing, people. They're just gonna mess with the people using it, supposedly, if they catch you with it. But they're not trying to stop it from coming into you because they're the one who actually doing it. No doubt about it.
To induce anesthesia during surgeries. Listen. Japan officially banned the drug in May,
hold on. Listen to what the drug is, people. Pay attention. Just like fentanyl. One of the deadliest drugs they say out there, they say police touch it in a bag and the police passed out. The fentanyl is that strong, people. But hold on. This is where you've been misled. They've been using that shit in hospital settings from day one. Now listen to this zombie vape right here, as they call it, people. Zombie vape, something that they're smoking. And listen to what they're gonna tell you about that drug itself. Listen.
Possessing a powerful sedative usually used to induce anesthesia during surgeries.
All right. So you see what it is, people? It's a drug that they use in hospital settings. It's a drug that they use in the hospital settings. Any one of these drugs that they tell you about is dangerous in the street. Opium. You pop in opioids. It's the same opium, people. What you can get. All of them is the same damn drugs. The people will never understand this. So yes, they use that same thing that the people vaping with, they call zombie vape or zombie cigarettes, whatever you want to call it. That's the same chemical they use in hospital settings. Right there. You're gonna do surgery. That's what they pop into you right there. So you have to understand that's what street drug is. The same drug that they use on you in a hospital settings, and it's legal right there. Only when it's in the street, it's illegal. Listen.
Officially banned the drug in May, but then its demand exploded online. Users inhaled it through vapes, basically
online,
flavored or unflavored.
Where would they get it from online if it's banned, people? It's banned. Where does it come from online? Who's selling it online? You can't secretly sell shit online. Because you're selling it to the damn public. That means you can't hide from the authority. What kind of bullshit is this, people? I already told you what they're doing. They control the world. And they're the one who give you these sickness and complications. Disprove it right there. with a bam.
On your health tonight,
Listen
a
to
national
this.
spike in the number of Americans dying from alcohol.
So experts say
Okay, hold on. A national spike or a nation spike in people who dying from alcohol. Pay attention to this right here. Remember, I already told you, it's your way of life in here causing all these complications. The way they give you to live. Remember, alcohol is a joy and celebration and every one of these fagabats that they put on you actually try to sell you one of those alcohol. Pay attention to this.
Sharpest surge is among young women.
Listen,
Joining us now is
young
Dr.
women,
Ali Raja,
pay
Vice Chair
attention
of
here,
Emergency
people.
Medicine at Mass General Brigham. Dr. Raja, thanks for being with us.
Dr. Raja.
Thanks, Ben. All right, so you've taken a look at this research. What
Watch
qualifies
it, Devlon.
as a death from alcohol?
Okay.
Ben, researchers really look at two types of cases. So the first is when alcohol is the direct cause of death. That includes things like liver damage from years of drinking.
So you hear that, people? Liver damage from years of drinking. So there you go. This is when you attack the filter directly. Do you understand? Because you take the damn alcohol and throw it directly on the filter. So that's what damage your damn kidney. That's what damage your liver. Why the liver damage? The liver have to process that alcohol that you just put in your body. Your body set up real unique to basically filter these things before it get to your system so you stay healthy. But when these people realize that all they have to do is just damage the organs in your body, and that's it. The things that's supposed to be preventing you from getting sick is what they're gonna damage, and you're over with. Nobody don't understand that. You see your heart? Filter your damn blood. So you see, the more you poison your blood, the more, bad things you put in your blood, sugar and all these other things and every other things that you participate in and chemical getting in your blood, what it do? It kills your heart. Because your heart is a filter. That's where all the garbage gonna pile up that get into your blood system. So you have to understand, people, it's just a way that you need to understand how life's set up, so you know you're damaging your body by participating in what this world got to offer. So pay attention to what they're telling you right here. Listen.
Second type is when alcohol clearly plays a role in the death, even if it's not the only factor, like car crashes or falls or other injuries. But it's also important to note that these numbers don't include long-term diseases that alcohol can make more likely, like heart disease or cancer.
You see, heart disease and cancer, that's a long term. And that's what we're really going to focus on. What they call long term is not really long, people. Remember, you live a short life here. Short life. And by the time you live, in the midst of it, you're going to notice all these complications kicking in because now you're overwhelmed with what the world got to offer. That's what caused menopause and these other things that take you over when you live certain time and it hurt because now your body is overloaded. It's time for it to react. The damage now going to show when you get old. Do you understand what I'm saying here? So this is what they're telling you. They've been doing this long time ago. Plant the seed in your body, and these things that they have given you for entertainment and enjoyment is just going to trigger it off. Listen.
We count the deaths where alcohol is a direct part of what
Watching
happened.
people laughing.
Okay, so
and
understanding
serving
that
it up.
definition, let's look at the data from the CDC. So they're saying in the past 25 years, deaths from alcohol increased 89%.
You see that, people? 89% it increased. 89%. And look, pay attention to the number right there at the bottom. That's also up. Women aged 25 to 34. Right there, people. Look at the supposed percentage, 255.
Women between the ages of 25 and 34, it jumped 255%. Do researchers understand why this is?
That's such a good question, Erica.
All right,
There's
watch
not
this.
a single reason, but there are some clear
Yes,
trends.
people, because what it is you tell the people, look, if you're not drinking excessively, you're good. And that's what the fucking problem is. So guess what? A woman feel like, I don't have a problem. I could have 2 drinks. I have dinner, so I have 2 glasses of wine. Oh, I go home and I'm chilling, so I just have a glass of wine. and it's no alcoholic problem. It's no alarming. It's nothing gonna happen to me, but that's what it is. So now, of course, now you're gonna see the sign on the woman because you done already tell them, hey, you got a little drink and that's it, you're good. Don't worry, you're not drinking the whole bottle. You just take 2 glasses full. So that means you're good. That was the trick right there. So now, and I already told you from day one, if you check all this supposed statistic that they tell you as far as man dying more than woman, man sicking more than woman, man have these complications more than woman, all that shit is gonna change. All that gonna change, and then it gonna catch up. Where it's no difference between woman and man as far as these disease and shit taking you over. You're gonna understand that real fast. Why? Please tell me why. Because a woman used to live a slightly different life from man. That's it. Women have woman things that they do, and man have man things that they do, and all of a sudden they bring up that division scheme between male and female, like, hey, all of these things that you never do, woman, or you didn't participate in, is man didn't want you to participate in it, so guess what? Sharpen up your heel and get in it. Yeah, you need some of these stress stuff the world now. Yes, the woman say, yeah, we want it. After some man in a drag said they're standing up for you and you agree with it. And he said, yeah, I want to do that. Why I can't get into that? Why I can't do that? So now you get involved in it. You start dying as early as the man. I'm not even playing. I'm telling you the truth, people. Because of that. And that's the reason why these people actually set that shit off. For people to feel like, hey, I'm being left out as a female. I've been left out, so now let me get into this now. I want to do this. I want to put some of these strain of the world on my brain. I want to do all of these shit. So all of these things going to take you as well. All of these things going to increase in females and they're going to catch up with men. Because that's what you ask for. Pay attention here.
In the research, men still die from alcohol at higher rates, but that gap is really shrinking. According to those data, more younger women today are drinking at levels similar to younger men, and alcohol is often marketed directly to them. There's also new data showing that black women are now dying at higher rates than black men.
It's always black people, always more, they're always affected more. We know that. You don't have to tell us. Listen.
This is a really growing public health problem. And experts also point out that we've not done enough research on how alcohol actually affects women differently. And without that information, people may not realize, for example, that smaller amounts of alcohol can harm women.
All right. Bam! Okay. There you go, people. They tell you right there. And that's what the problem is. That's what I was explaining. Why women get caught up in it. Man say, hey, they go out and party and a man drink a bottle of Hennessy and all of this shit and yeah. But a woman, we just have a glass of wine. Or you just have a glass of a juice or whatever with some vodka with it, and you know what I mean. So it seems like they're having a lighter version of the drinking. They drink less, so don't worry about it. But it's the same damn poison you're taking in your body. So of course it gonna matters. What you telling me? Of course you're gonna notice that these people gonna start having cancer now. How on a higher rate, females. Of course. Because you tell them they're cool, they're good. Whatever you're doing is alright. But joke is on you because all of it now is catching up. That means you're gonna see what the alcohol doing to the people on a larger scale. You're gonna see all of these things that they put on the table and the damage what it doing to the people. It's no joke, people. It's time for you to understand that this is real. They're the one who create sickness and the masses move.
This morning,
now, listen to this here, people, because you have to understand this world here that you live in. Pay attention. So now they have these AI chatbot toys that they're giving the youths now to play with. And by the way, they mention the fact that a lot of chemicals is coming off these things, these toys that the kids messing around with, which we already know. But they're going to blame that on China, by the way, that China is, have these wicked chemicals that they use and is seeking off on the youths and all that. That's another video for another day. But right here, they're telling you that these chatbots right here is actually telling your kids things that you wouldn't want them to know or want them to discuss with anybody, much less a damn, toy. But pay attention, you buy the AI toy and you don't want it to seek, these things. You don't want these things to come out. Remember, if you open to the internet, everything is open. Do you understand what I'm saying here? So pay attention. You basically give your kid an internet chat box right there. A chat bot supposedly in a toy form. Pay attention to this. Listen.
About toys that contain AI chatbots. This might look like a cute plush doll.
No, there's nothing cute about that. What cute about that shit right there that you're looking at? What cute about this shit that you're looking at, and why you need a stuffed animal? Why you need to... I'm telling you, man, you grew up the youth dumb. Everybody's stupid. You grew up the youth stupid and dumb to want a damn stuffed animal. Now you have to give him a smart stuffed animal. One that can have the internet database and can get into it and all of that. That's what you wanted. So when you come out with this bullshit story now, acting like you're trying to prevent these things from happening, it's laughable. Why did you bring it to the damn table? Listen.
Sales of Kuma Teddy have now been suspended after researchers found the bear openly discussed sexually explicit and dangerous content with kids.
Sexually explicit and dangerous content with kids? What kind of bullshit is that, people? So you connect this motherfucker to the Wi-Fi? I'm saying, people, do this shit connect to the Wi-Fi because you got to have internet for it to have access to the database to find all of these shits, unless all of these things was already recorded and programmed into this bear to say anything that it say. Listen.
Including how to light a match.
Hold the matchbox with one hand.
Hold on here. How to light a match. So you ask a question? Listen me, people, I'm not stupid. If a kid can ask how to light a match, they already know how to light a match. If a kid know a match, they know how to light it. Where did they see the match from? How did they know the name? Everybody is just dumb. It's just common sense we're using here. I'm saying, if a kid see a match and know what it is, of course they know how to light it. They don't have to ask a teddy how to light a match. They already seen it on screen. Okay. So that's out of it right there, because I'm 100% right. It's just like you're showing your kids all these TV shows, cartoons and all, and you don't know that now they know to shoot a gun. You sit there like, I don't know, how did they know to shoot a gun? Yeah, they see TV. They see the screens, and the screens show them how to shoot the gun. They might not say, hey, so you hold it right here, and you do this, and you do that, but they actually show you. Nobody never actually showed me how to shoot a gun. I see it on a screen. I'm just saying, people. It's just real life I'm explaining here. So therefore, the kid don't need a teddy to tell them how to light the matches. If the kid's smart enough to ask how to light the matches, they already know. Listen.
Prompted the bear also telling them where to find a variety of potentially dangerous objects, including knives, pills, matches, and plastic bags.
Hold on. So the kid don't know where to find a knife? Of course they do. They don't know where to find none of those things? Of course they do. It's right there in the house that they're running around in. The teddy don't have to tell them where these things located. And how would the teddy bear know how that house set up? Bullshit.
Bear, which sold for $99 online,
99 is the coding.
integrates OpenAI's chatbot.
We just have no idea what these AI toys are going to do to a child's development and to their mental health. And so unless you want your child to be part of this experiment, we recommend that you avoid AI toys for now.
Okay. It comes as long. You hear what it is, people? Okay. I just got the whole moral of this story right here. Remember, everything got to be introduced to you at some point. So this is what they're doing, introducing these supposedly chatbot toys for your youth. The only thing that they're telling you, yes, you have to deal with the ones that already regulate. You see the trick, people, on that? So now, yes, they're advertising those toys for this holiday coming up, 100%. But they're telling you, buy the one that's responsible, the one that's supposed to be actually, look out for your kids and won't let it tell them how to light a match. Once they regulate it, it's okay. That's exactly what they're telling you right there as they're introducing the ChatGPT to the kids now. Remember, it's the same one they tell you 17-year-old dude died from because he supposedly have a chatbot girlfriend and then end up killing himself. These are the things that they tell you teenagers go into messing with the chatbot with an app. But hold on, you bring it into the youths now, younger, way younger, in a stuffed tie. A supposedly chatbot tie now. So you see it right there, people. That's how you're gonna live your life. That's how your kids gonna grow up. And these chatbots and internet and all these things that they have in place. And I already told you, they're setting you up for the kill right here with the new world. Don't participate. Of course they're telling you, don't worry about this. The supposedly chatbot toys. We're gonna supposedly improve it. And the good guys gonna make the good one. And the good guys will make sure it don't tell you your kids how to light a match or teach them sexual explicit things. Do you understand? So that's what they're telling you. Go for the good one. The one that regulated. You see that? And end up your child gonna have the chatbot with them. Period. I'm on the run.